Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, hold on for a second, I'm cleaning my glasses. I noticed some spectacles on the glasses real quick. Hold on, just making sure I, even though I'm doing a podcast episode and it's just my voice that's required, I need to see what I'm doing still. I need to make sure of it that everything. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah. I don't know what was up with that. I was like, yeah, that was weird. But anyways, no, overall, I wanted to kind of do a episode updating y'all on what's been going on the TMossBoss hate train. Where is that currently at right now? So yeah, if you guys have been seeing some of my recent videos, well, I know if you guys are viewing this on my podcast channel, you probably don't even know what's going on, but I have explained it numerous times and stuff. But anyways, yeah, there is a little, well, I wouldn't say that it's active. You know how kind of like when a store is getting ready to go bankrupt, but they don't want to like come out and say that they're getting ready to go bankrupt? That's pretty much what the situation is with like the hate train surrounding me and stuff. It's getting to that point, but they haven't like came out and publicly confirmed like, yeah, we're going through some stuff right now. I think that's what it is though. They don't want to admit that they're going through some stuff right now. They still want to keep hope alive, with the TMossBoss hate train. But yeah, I would say that train, it's coming to a stop, and it's coming to a stop soon, and it's going to be a stop where eventually when it does, when like that miles per hour, when it reaches to zero, there's a lot of things that they're going to have to answer for. And that's something that I feel that a lot of them don't really understand. And I mean, when you look at the main guy, the one that started it all and all the stuff that he's going through, it's something where you look at that and you're like, dang, like that's how it is, Yeah, when you're just being a hater for no reason. Because the funny thing is, when I look at myself and then when I compare myself to them, when I look at myself, and I know people will probably be all like, well, of course you're going to defend yourself. But no, just hear me out though. When I look at myself and I look at them, I really take the moment to appreciate life, to appreciate where I'm at in life, because I look at them and I'm like, it could be worse. It really could be worse. Like my thing is this, like me being a content creator, let me just talk on that real quick. But me being a content creator, I look highly of that, and it's something I think a lot of content creators do. You want the best for yourself with not even with content creating, but with whatever career path that you're going down. You want the best for yourself, right? So how do you accomplish the best? How do you maybe not become the best, but how do you get put in that conversation where, like people are considering you the best? Like, even though, and I'm not going to look at myself as the best content creator of all time, but the thing is this, I don't want to also be a person that people look at as a joke. Now, I know, yeah, my haters, they will hear that and then they're going to do some, that's the thing. If you guys see any hate video about me, it is some of the most cringiest content on like YouTube. I haven't really seen too many like hate things unless it's like a social media post like Twitter or something. But other than that, as far as like TikTok or anywhere else, I'm like, no, I haven't really seen too much. It's mainly just been YouTube. But lately I have been watching some videos made about me, and man, it is so cringy, bro. Like, it really hurts to watch those videos, because there was the one video that I just recently watched where it was this guy, he was reading off my tweets, and it was some of the most like, so if you guys remember when I was talking about how Joshua was acting when he made his videos about me, for those that do know of that name, but for those that don't know, so Just a Robot had this editor named Joshua, and at one point in time he was making videos about me, and when he would make those videos, like I remember I would see some of them and I would just stop, because I'm like, fam, it's either one of two things: your acting is horrible or something's wrong with you. And I know people are probably all like, something was wrong with him. Like, why are you trying to, I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying, like, he's putting himself in a situation where it's like, you're leaving yourself in a vulnerable state. Like, that's the thing. Well, I had to say with me, I can get careless. I try not to be careless when it comes to more so to like the things that I say, but I can get careless. I could get very reckless. I could say some things, because I'm saying, like, even with the guy that was reading the tweets, reading my tweets. And the funny thing was, so he wasn't even reading like incriminating like tweets that I would have to apologize for. He was just reading random tweets. It wasn't even like these tweets had any like meaning towards it. I guess like he got offended by the tweets, but it will only be him that would be offended by those tweets. It wasn't like the whole world was going to be offended by them and things, but watching the video, it was so cringy. But that's one thing that I will say is that I 100% held back in that video. Like, there was things that I could have said about his appearance. There was things I could have said about how he was acting. Like, and I could have like hit it where it hurt. You know, but that's the thing. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm not trying to be that guy no more. I'm trying to be a better content creator. I'm trying to set the example. But there are going to be some days where I slip on the black forces. I'm gonna say and do some things. So jokes aside though, no, like, yeah, it's somewhere I'm like, it's just, it ain't worth it. And that's what I more so looked at. I'm like, it's not worth it. You know, like I'm more so just reacting to these videos for entertainment purposes and stuff. But just watching the video, I'm like, man, this is so, but like, honestly though, sit down and think about it. I guess anybody that's out there that watched the video about me, imagine if Robert Downey Jr. was acting the way that guy was acting in the Avengers movies or the Iron Man movies, or let's say Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, but he was acting like the guy or acting like the people that make videos about me and stuff. Nobody's not going to want to watch that. I'm willing to bet hard cash that nobody, if the people that made videos about me, like let's say they were starring in some of the most blockbuster films out there, yeah, ain't nobody gonna watch those movies. Those are like those movies that you see on like Sci-Fi or something. Not even Lifetime. I feel like Lifetime got better actors than the people that made videos about me. But I'm like, man, you know, like that's something. If I'm making a video about somebody, it's something where I have to be real about it. You know, like if I could just sit down and talk on that real quick, like I have to be like, if I'm making, so for an example, there's the one YouTuber there's actually all right, so I'm gonna go with somebody recent because I feel like that going back to this YouTuber, I've talked on this YouTuber a lot of different times. It was gonna be the YouTuber Trisha Paytas, but even mentioning her real quick, like when you seen a video or heard a podcast episode that I was doing about her, I wasn't like, I guess, like, not overly talking, but how can I put it? Like, it's just like, if you watch one of my haters videos and then you watch a video, like about me or with me where I'm talking about somebody, yeah, it's a night and day situation. You can tell the difference and stuff. But anyways, no, recently I've been talking about, the artist Kanye West and all the different wild antics and stuff that he's been, doing and carrying on. And I'm like, fam, I don't know what's wrong with that man. And if I could just talk on him all right, so you know what? Let me just demonstrate it. Let me just demonstrate real quick how I go about doing some content talking on Kanye and how my haters would do some content talking on Kanye. But anyways, so like, let's say I start up the video. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? So recently, Kanye West, he made these. I don't feel like I'm acting like myself. Hold on, I gotta get in the character. You know, if anybody's gonna play me, it's gonna be me. All right. So, but anyways. Okay, so, but anyway, so yeah, I'll start the video off and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Nah, I don't feel like that. That's not realistic. Oh, man, I can't even act like myself right now. What is going on? All right, but anyways, jokes aside, yeah, if I'm doing a video talking on Kanye, I'm like, all right, so I'll get to talking and do my introduction and all that stuff. But even how I'm talking right now, like, this is me. Like, this is me just being real with you guys. Like, this is me just, you know, it's like a blend. And that's something that I always say, that, you know, like, there's a difference between who a content creator is, like, with their government name and then who they are as their content creating name. So, like, for me, I would say there really isn't that much of a difference between like who I am outside of content creating and then who I am when I start up a video or a podcast episode and things. Like how I'm talking right now, this is how I talk with friends, this is how I talk with family, this is how I talk with strangers and stuff, you know. But I feel like with my haters, when they do a video talking on me, it's almost as if like they're auditioning for a movie role or something, but they're just like, this is their first audition. So like if like I'm doing a video talking about Kanye, I'm like, yeah, man, it's crazy. He made these tweets talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids, which he actually did, by the way. Like he called them the R word, you know, for meaning like the R word, where it's like, if you guys like know, like the politically correct term is like a person that's kind of like, I'm like mentally disabled, but yeah, it's like a word that rhymes with that R word, like retarded, I guess, like if you, but yes, replace that first T and put a R there and stuff. But yeah, overall, he actually did say that about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that man, but he needs help. He needs some actual legitimate help. But anyways, so yeah, like how I'm talking. So this is so getting into character. I feel like I can act as my haters better than I can act as me right now. But anyways, so my hater had to do that same video. There's like, and I can't believe what he just said about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids. Ugh, I'm just disgusted. And I'm like, why are you guys talking like that? Like, just talk normal. I know y'all don't talk like this outside of content creating, because if you do, I wouldn't even want to have a conversation with somebody like that. They gotta be like that, like animated. Not animated, what's the word? Like overly dramatic. And I'm like, fam, you can talk normal. It is okay. This is the internet. Nobody is, yeah, you're gonna have people judging you, but it's like, I feel like people are gonna judge you more when they see you acting in a video that doesn't even require acting. Like, you're doing acting stuff in just a regular video. I'm saying, like, no, I think that's what I need to do. I need to just demonstrate it. When I do, next time I do like a reaction video or something, I'm just gonna kind of like act like that, or just kind of, yeah, just upload like a dummy video where it's just like, it's just a video where it ain't like no real meaning, but just to get people's reactions. I know I seriously need to do that, because nah, man, like, and that's how like the videos have been from lately, just watching them from Just the Robot. And then there was a video where Joshua was in there. He was acting like that. Then the guy that was reading my tweets, I'm trying to think of some other videos. Yeah, it's just weird, man. I'm like, bro, I even can think back like before Just the Robot's time. Like, I remember I got into it with this one guy. He looked like he could have probably been in college or something, but he was a part. If you guys remember me talking about how I got into it with the Thomas the Tank Engine community, yes, for those that don't know about that, yeah, I got it. There's a whole, I don't know if they still exist, but yeah, there's a whole community of these guys on the internet. A lot of adults that exist within that community too. And I'm like, man, I find that odd. Like, I find it odd where there's like people older than me being a part of this community. And I think a lot of people can say that that's a TV show that's meant for kids. Like, you're impersonating cartoon. And the thing is this, like, I know there's a difference between, like, because I'll see when people impersonate SpongeBob or something on the internet, but they're doing it in a, like, more adult fashion. And I see where people do that, and then I see when people are, like, these guys they wasn't even really impersonating as them, though. Like, they just had their profile pictures and stuff, like, I don't know, maybe they were some super fans or something, but still to this day, I find it weird, like, I did apologize at the time, because I realized, I offended so many people within that community. But as I get older, and then I get to that point where it's like, I start thinking about like having kids, and I wouldn't want my kids to be part of no community like that where there's a lot of adults than kids. That's not normal. I'm like, that's like, and my thing is this, because people would try to argue that, people would try to defend that, like, it should be okay if an adult wants to. The thing is this: if you watch this cartoon on your own time, you very well can. Like, I understand, there's cartoons that brings back those memorable moments in your childhood. But when you're impersonating the characters on the internet, I'm going to call you out on that, because that's just flat out weird. You might try to defend that. At the end of the day, you ask any parent out there, how would that make you feel, where your young-minded kid, your kid that was born just 5, 6, 7 years ago, is talking with an adult that knows what they're doing. They know how they're portraying themselves. And what's so funny about that whole situation, everybody that was making videos on me that was a part of that community ended up taking down their videos. Like, hold on for a second. Maybe there might be some more videos that exist. Let me open up Google again. I don't know why I exited out of Google. I don't remember exiting out of Google. But anyways, let me just go on YouTube and look it up real quick and see if I got any videos that still exist about me talking about those guys. Because I haven't seen none. I'm like, let me just check real quick. Oh no, this was a rant video that I did. Or is it? Oh yeah, no, I think this is a rant video I did. All right, so there's that. Yeah, I don't think there is any videos that still exist from that community. It's just mainly videos. Oh, it's like, I don't know what this is. It's like a playlist of my videos, but it's like there's some videos that don't even like really, it's not even talking on it. I'm like, I don't know what's that all about. But Anyways, oh, then there's the kid that started it all. There's this kid. So the reason why I had went after that community in the first place, it was this kid named Glenn Gregan. His channel still exists. I don't think he uploads video. Oh, he only got one video up on YouTube, and it's a video about me. I don't know if he still. I think he did. Oh, wait a minute. No, there is actually one video. I might react to that video just for old time's sake. But yeah, somebody was like, the video is titled "Dear TMossBoss, you are not a boss." Bro, it's just a rhyming thing with my name. Like I never, maybe I did call myself a boss. I don't remember calling myself a boss, but anyways, yeah, I'm not saying. Oh, there's like another video that's about. No, that's about just a robot. But anyways, what's this? Is this a video? I'm seeing all these different videos, and it's just. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, there's still like some videos that exist of me going at it with the Thomas the Tank Engine fans, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? Hey, excuse me, if you guys feel that way, like I guess pressed about, that was like, I have to say that was the original TMossBoss hate train, no pun intended about me, but anyways, but yeah, talking on Just a Robot and his fan base, there are still some of his fans that got it out for me and things. They still want to hold on to stuff that's been proven, at least to me, it's been proven to be fake. Cause I know I had with that whole Joshua's mom situation, I had debunked that years ago, so that's not. And then plus on top of that, Joshua, he did apologize to me for all the stuff that he had put me through. So I guess me and him are on good terms, I guess. Like, I don't know, because I mean, he's still got some of his own stuff, so I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know, I feel like saying good terms is like, that's like a strong way of putting it. I would have to say like the I don't know, I ain't gonna say relationship, I feel like that's still a strong word too. Pretty much we're like on the, I ain't gonna say same page. Dang, I don't really know how to put it. We ain't beefing no more. Let's just say that. All right, we ain't got no more drama amongst us and things. I guess like if just like how I'm doing it right now, I'm just telling a story. I'm not trying to, spread any hate or any issues or anything like, or I guess like trying to reignite stuff. I'm just talking on stuff that already had happened and things. But no, yeah, he did apologize. Just a Robot. I mean, I know people are probably asking like, what would you do if he apologized? If he did. And I remember watching the video where he said he never would apologize to me, so I'm not expecting no apology. But I mean, he did have the time and opportunity to apologize. Like I remember where it was the one guy that was a part of his community. I don't know if he still is, but anyways, it was this guy named I Bully Bullies, where he tried to have me and Just a Robot have some phone call, and I'm like, if he wants to apologize, cool. If not, then I have no reason to talk with them. And that's when I heard that whole situation of him being dyslexic. And I'm like, okay, but he still understands what an apology is. I'm like, even if he just wrote the apology, he ain't even got to write nothing down. He could just very well say, hey, I apologize. We don't need to have no call over it. He could just post like a quick unlisted video. He ain't even got to make it a super long video. It could be the same length of a Vine. Just like a 7-second video just saying, hey, TMossBoss, I apologize. That doesn't even take 7 seconds. That takes what, 2-3 seconds tops. So I'm saying, it's like, oh, that's my thing is this. That's all he needed to do. He didn't want to do that. So I'm like, why am I having a conversation with this guy? I didn't want to have a conversation with him then. I don't want to have no conversation with him now. So I guess like people would probably say like, yeah, we are in a sense on negative terms, but it's more so with me. Like, I know that the conversation is going to be negative. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to talk with him. I don't want to have I'm like, I'm not going to ruin my good day. So because he's also having a bad day and he wants other people to have a bad day. I'm like, whatever you got going on in your life, that's on you, fam. That ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. So, but anyways, but yeah, as far as like Just a Robot and his fans, I guess his remaining fans, yeah, it's I think it's just one of those things where it's like they're gonna have it out for me unless his fans, like, and that's what I've been seeing is that a lot of his fans are like, wait a minute, like I've been doing wrong this whole time, like why am I hating on this guy? Like they're in the same position that I was when I was in high school, and I remember I was hating on the YouTuber Ray William Johnson, and I had no reason to hate on him. That's one thing, and I guess I was gonna make that point at some point in time in this episode, but the funny thing is that they can say all these different things that they've heard in videos where it's like, oh, that's why I hate you because of, but they cannot say that, oh, I've done something to them personally, unless, yeah, they're just a robot. Joshua, I bully bullies. I'm trying to think, oh, and the guy that I just recently reacted to, where it's like, I've said something about those guys. Other than that, I'm like, the anonymous fans, I'm like, what could you possibly say that I've done to you? You know, like, that's what I would like to, you in your own words. I'm like, what have I done to you personally? So, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, and I know people will probably ask, like, you know, more so like with me, it's like, what have they done to me? I'm like, harassed me for years, you know, stalked me for years, made videos about me for years, spreaded lies about me for years. I'm saying, like, the drama, it goes down like crazy. I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, for the amount of stuff that they've put me through, it honestly can get turned into a short series or like a multiple like part movie or something. Cause I'm like, nah, man, it's like 4 years. I'm like, there's a lot that was going on during that time. So, and then just even like the aftermath, I'm like, yeah, I'm saying it could be like a whole, like, my thing is this, it could be like a 2-part series talking on just like the 4 years from 2016 all the way up until 2020 of just all the different times I've had to deal with them. And then just from 2020 all the way up until now, like, I had to say it'd be like a 2, if not a 3-part series. So I'm like, in total, it'd be like, if these are like movies, it can honestly turn into like, yeah, 5 part movie thing. And I'm like, bro, there's a lot that these guys had did to me and stuff. So that's why I'm like, it's one of those things where, because people have been saying that recently too, that it's like, oh, you know, enjoy. Like, I was just talking with one of my friends and they was all like, no, you deserve this victory lap, enjoy it. And I'm like, I don't look at it like, because there was a video that I just recently did where it was either a video or a podcast episode, but I was like, I don't really look at it as a victory lap. I more so look at it as like, I am in a race, but all of these guys did something to themselves to prevent themselves from racing, and I'm just kind of like looking like, what just happened? I'm like, I'm still gonna continue on with the race. I still got my own, you know, accomplishments and goals, whatever they got going on. It's like this is how I look at it. We're in the middle of a race. They all did something to themselves and they're trying to blame me. And I'm like, fam, I was just minding my own business. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what, you know, the method of how I'm racing. I'm like, you don't like my method? I'm like, well, it's working. So yeah, it's one, I might not be going that fast, but I'm like, it's working and stuff. Like, they got right there at the finish line and just straight fumbled. And I'm like, I don't even know how that, like, they just start going backwards for some reason. But anyways, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? Whatever is going on with them, I'm like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, now I have to say, like, now I can finally look at this situation as like, I'm somewhat at peace. Like, there's a lot of, like, because there are a lot of Just a Robots fans that have been reaching out to me and they're like, hey, I apologize, this and that. And I'm like, hey, you know, it's cool. Like, I ain't tripping about it and things, you know, it's like, and if I haven't gotten the chance to reach out, because I know that, like, the comments that I've been getting, people have been reaching out to me about, like, hey, I apologize. And I'll heart the comments, but I guess to properly respond to those comments, like, you know, I do accept your guys' apology. Like, I do appreciate that you guys did take the time to apologize. There are still some in the community that do need to apologize for the crap that they put me through and the stuff that they're still doing to this day. I know I'm probably never going to get that apology because probably right now it's not their time to apologize. But I feel like at some point in time they are going to get to looking at life, realize how much they've, you know, wrong that they've done. They're going to try to right them wrongs. And hopefully they're in a situation where, you know, it's too late. And then they're like, that's something, because the thing is this. I feel like those that are apologizing, like, this ain't something that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life. It ain't going to eat at you. But those that haven't apologized, like, this is going to be something that's going to eat at you for the rest of your life. And you're going to be sitting down thinking, like, years from now, like, dang, I wronged this guy on the internet and I ain't even, like, he ain't even do nothing to me. You know, and it's like, it's somewhere I'm like, I did all these things to him, but it's like, he ain't did nothing to me. So it's like, that's something that, you know, you're going to have to live with that. Everybody else going to be living a good life. I'm like, you're going to be the only one in that community, I guess, of those that didn't apologize. You're going to be sitting down thinking like, dang, I should have did better, you know, but anyways, but yeah, I would have to say, like, you know, the hate train, it's getting to that point where it's slowing down. and it's almost at a complete stopping thing. So yeah, it's still a little distance they gotta go and stuff. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm like, I ain't even tripping about it. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. That's all that matters. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. I have to say, if I could give out a little bit of advice to these guys, I'm like, pick up a Bible, like read the Bible a little bit, do things that's going to benefit your life in a positive way. But I'm like, sitting around hating on me on the internet, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. I'm like, my thing is this, look at where I'm at and look at where you guys are at. Like, sit down and honestly think about that. But anyways, with that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.